I got a message that popped up. Well, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Today is Monday, June 8th, and we're getting ready to have another sunrise session. Thank you so much for spending this part of your day, your morning, whenever this video finds you with Spirit, Me, and the Soul Tribe. We've been doing this every morning, and we will continue doing this every morning Monday through Friday to give you the messages you need around love, life, and manifesting your dreams, your beautiful, beautiful dreams into your reality. Today, June 8th, is a day that is begging you to sit down and reflect, especially when it comes to your dreams, especially when it comes to your love life. We have the last quarter moon and it's in Pisces, right? So this is prompting deep emotional release and spiritual reflection. This last quarter moon is that last moment to clear out the people, places, and things that do not serve our highest and greatest good before the new moon in Gemini gets here next Sunday into Monday. Today and into tomorrow. You should be able to see it tonight if it's sunny where you're at. And tomorrow night, the 8th and the 9th, there's a Jupiter Venus conjunction going on. And I forgot, it's in the sign of Gemini, right? Because we're in Gemini season, right? So there's a lot of reflection about love and balance and what feels good or what we think feels good. Like, is this really working or are we pretending that it's working? This moment today is really forcing you, asking you, practically begging you to make it clear what it is you want. And we keep getting this message because by the time that new moon in Gemini gets here Sunday night, you have to be really, really clear about what you want because that's what you're going to manifest, not just for the summer, but it's really going to set the tone for the next 8 years. So make sure your mind is clear and your heart is free. Do not hesitate to have that heavy conversation with your loved ones, past or present, to finally close that door or finally get on and stay on the same page. Speak your truth unapologetically. Don't hurt feelings. Don't go on the attack, but definitely make it clear how you view things so your person, your partner can see for themselves and then decide how they want to move forward. We're going to get into today's message, and also, that Venus Jupiter conjunction is going to bring you a surprise, whether that's in your love life, in your finances before the end of the week. The Holy Spirit wanted to make that clear before we went live. We're going to get into what's coming out for the collective, but first, I pray that these messages only find the people that it's supposed to find, only find aligned souls. Any negative energy sent my way or to the way of the collective is instantly turned into blessings and prosperity. Ashe. How is your morning going? How is your moment, this moment in your life going? Another thing I wanted to bring up to the collective is about what was mentioned, I think either Friday or Thursday, about your blessings being delayed, because they had to clear the way. Certain people had to be removed out of your life before, and I'm getting goosies, before that big thing can come in. hmm A good example of this is the beautiful singular Rihanna. For those of you that don't know, yes, the Rihanna, Robin. For those of you that don't know, around 2012, 2013, she started litigation with the finance company, the CPAs that were managing her finances from all her tours and her record sales and all her this and all her that. Long story short, the company didn't do what they were supposed to do. Rihanna got in trouble with the IRS, and there was a lot of money lost. Millions were lost. So she wound up suing them, and they settled, right? Because they knew they were in the wrong, and they settled for 10 million. So she was able to recoup some of what she lost, but shortly thereafter, she started Fenty, which made her into a multi-billionaire. Some of you are worried about the small things you're losing, the hundreds and the thousands, not knowing that millions are coming or billions are coming. Let her story, and you can look deeper into it on your own, right? Let her story be a cautionary tale that sometimes that ending, sometimes that headache that you have to go through is preparing you for that new life. Hey now. Hey now, spirit with us on a Monday, right? It's preparing you for that new life. It's preparing you for that wish fulfillment. And again, I'm pretty sure 16-year-old Rihanna didn't have the idea of doing anything more. Oh, wow, the orders are already coming through. Thank you. She didn't have any idea that she would be doing anything more than music, just like a lot of you don't see that there's more to life than what's currently going on now. There's more to life than what you currently have planned. When Spirit says, when you hear that things are going to be blessed, right? Multiplied and returned to you, believe it, mind, body, and soul. Holy Spirit, what else does the collective need to know on this beautiful Monday so they can start their week, their day on the right foot? This moment, as do all moments, require you to have absolute faith that everything is going to work out for your highest and your greatest good. You have to believe it, right? You could hear it from me, you could hear it from other readers, but it's up to you to actually believe it. Instead of using the tarot deck, we're going to use this deck, right? Volume 2 for the messages. Holy Spirit, what else does the collective need to know on this beautiful Monday? Mondays are ruled by the moon, right? Cancer energy, Pisces energy, and we have that quarter moon happening in Pisces. A good time to release any emotional baggage, any hurts, right? Any difficult conversations. It's a good time to sit down and have those difficult conversations before, especially if you have a Venus in Gemini, before the new moon, definitely before the full moon, but before the new moon gets here. Holy Spirit, what else does the collective need to know on this Monday? For those of you who are just joining us, hello, hello, hello. Good morning, Grand Rising. My name is Etta, Mystic Healer, and we're getting into the collective message, and then we're going to get into the messages for each zodiac sign, as well as your angel number for the week. And lastly, with my favorite deck, Holy Spirit, what else does the collective need to know on this Monday? Feel free to put any thoughts, any feelings, any questions you're having as the messages come out in the chat, and I will get to them as soon as I'm done with the channeling. We're not doing personal readings on the live. If you'd like a personal reading, just head over to dream711.com. That being said, let's start with community coming out in the reverse. It's giving the energy of being afraid to speak your truth because of what people are going to say. If you want to have that dream manifest into your reality, you have to stand unapologetically in your truth. Say the thing, do the thing. And yes, people are going to feel a type of way about it. People are going to be in their feelings. And that's a them problem, not a you problem. You're on a mission, a journey of manifesting these beautiful visions you have in your mind into your reality. And it requires you, as my phone confirms, to really be unafraid to face the community. Face the peanut gallery, face those fake friends and frenemies and family members that hold on to you just to prevent you from your greatness. Yeah, all of them folks, and let them know, as my phone is going berserk, right? That this is what you want, this is what you're going to do, and nobody can stop you unless you stop yourself, right? Unless you say, you know what, I'm scared. And the beautiful thing, the very, very beautiful thing about being scared is your body telling you, is your nervous system telling you, you're about to do something that you've never done before. And it's going to bring you blessings, it's going to bring you wish fulfillment. But if you haven't already, let go of the people, places, and things that do not support your journey. Let go of the people, places, and things that you know deep in your heart can go with you on this next leg of your journey. Things will be delayed, right? You're not going to step into your billions until you clean house and make sure your team, your community really has your back. Could you imagine if Rihanna stood with the same CPA finance company that she let manage her music, um, her music money, manage her Fenty money, she'd probably be worse off than what she was when she lost millions. And this is also your reminder that once you clean house and align yourself with the people, places, and things that fully support you, then your dream can come true, right? Then your dream can manifest. Anybody that has stood in your way, made you question yourself, had you looking in yourself, looking in the mirror, looking at yourself differently, right? Let them go. Don't be afraid to put people on block, right? From the service, not just from your phone, right? Logging into your account and blocking them from even accessing your line because you know where you're going, they can't go with you. And I think Spirit has said this enough times for you to see or for it to be clear that you gotta be as your heart has to be as light as a feather, right? Lighter than a feather. The cheetah, the beautiful thing about the cheetah heading to this finish line, cheetahs are very nimble, but cheetahs are also one of the only, if not the only, big cat that doesn't attack man. Like we're not on their to do list. They actually seek comfort in us. Be careful who you seek comfort with, who you let your guard down with. Make sure these are people that fully support you. Don't talk unless you can approve the silence, but this is feeling like don't listen to what the peanut gallery has to say unless it's in alignment with helping you manifest your dreams into your reality. The push has always been, whether you've been listening to the lives on the replay or joining us on the lives, hey, or you've had sessions with me, the push and the first and foremost thing we do is to make sure you have that tight connection with your intuition. So no matter what anybody has to say, you are getting those clear, direct messages from the Most High, from your angel guides, from your ancestors, and you know how to move. Some people this week are specifically coming to knock you off your path, to knock you off your journey, to say something to make you doubt yourself. Don't let them. Next, we have, ugh, I don't like that this came out in reverse, right? With masculine energy, thief, ay, 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 and the third eye chakra, going back towards your intuition. Having that heart to heart conversation tonight, tomorrow night, right? During this Venus Jupiter conjunction we're having. And you know, now that it's summer, at least here in the northern hemisphere, now that it's summer, you can see Venus and Jupiter with the naked eye. They look like two big bright stars like right next to each other, right? In the western sky. I can't even say the word, right? The sky in the west. So make sure spend some time outside this evening, right? At dusk. That would be the best time to see Venus and Jupiter. They look like really two big stars, and meditate in that energy. Meditate about your relationships, not just your partnership, right? Not just the person you've been sleeping with, but all your relationships. And receive the downloads that you need to receive about who gets to go with you to the next leg of your journey, on the next leg of your journey, and who you have to leave behind, who is robbing you from that fulfilling relationship. Especially those of you who are dealing with masculines that you know haven't been telling you the truth. You know who's telling you the truth. You can feel it. Don't let somebody's words trick you out of your own intuition. Today is a good day to double down. And we have 8 coming out again, right? Today is the 8th, the number of karma, right? Luck, prosperity. Um, this purple energy, royal energy. Don't forget who you are. And no, you're not asking for too much. Anybody who makes you feel like you're asking for too much or doing too much or too ambitious or anything that even remotely mirrors that energy, yeah, put them put them on the cut list. Put them on the list of people that gotta go so you can walk freely into your happily ever after. This masculine energy is really, really, really strong. Some of you have a masculine that's about to come in and speak their truth. Hear them out. But make sure whatever they're saying, whatever they have planned, aligns with your journey, where you're going, right? And you're not shifting, going back to that whole Joker and Harley Quinn analogy that came out last week. You're not stooping down to their level. They're doing the work, whether they're masculine energy or feminine energy, they're doing the work to rise up to your level. There's no more making accommodations for people who aren't ready. There's no more making accommodations because you guys have history. You're trying to make history. You're trying to be that generational curse breaker. You're trying to be the first one in your family to have a happy, loving relationship, to have the type of bank account that you don't have to check every single time that you want to purchase something. To have a level of peace, it requires you to elevate yourself to a level where others either meet you or help you move further along your journey. But if you're looking back to try to help people that aren't doing the work, that's just telling you sweet nothings, right? Expect to be further delayed. Next, we have all these reversals. Message in the bottle came out at the cut, right? Delays in communication, right? Anybody who's still stuck in ego, anybody who's still stuck in their pride, and they don't want to tell you how they feel, and they don't want to tell you how they messed up and how they don't want to take accountability. That's your clue. That's another clue to let them go. If you have anyone, friends, lovers, or otherwise, that are uncomfortable with taking accountability for how they did you wrong, when they did you wrong, let them go. If they're still holding on to their words at this big age, let them go. There's a chance, a very, very slim chance, that somewhere along the line they will catch up to you. But where you're heading with this established and change and root chakra all coming out together, you are reminded that you did the work, and now they have to do the work. If they're not willing to do the work, they can't come with you, right? Do that root chakra work, do that cleansing work, right? Do the releasing work. Today is a good day. Those emotional attachments you still have, right? That you've still been struggling with releasing. Today is a good day to do a cord cutting, right? Maybe while gazing at the Venus Jupiter conjunction that we're having, right? Really putting it out there that you want a love life that looks like, you want luck and expansion that looks like, because the universe wants to bring it to you. You know, the whole universe, your whole angel team, the Most High is conspiring to bring you changes, to bring you the blessings, to bring you everything your heart desires and then some. But it requires you to be baggage free. Okay? Okay. Lastly, we have everything in reverse, poised, right? Being ready to receive those blessings and receiving them with open arms. Today is a day of pause and reflection. Really sit with yourself, really make time with yourself and your spirit guides and your spirit team and the angels and the Most High. Ask for it to be revealed. What do you still need to release? What are you still holding on to? It might be something from 2013 that you didn't realize you were still pissed off about. And that little thing that you didn't realize you're still pissed off about is affecting your relationships now. It's affecting how you show up in the world now. One cycle is ending when it comes to your luck, when it comes to your love life, right? Let it end and prepare for a new cycle to begin. Flower up, especially when it comes to soulmate. I didn't even see that there. Hmm. Especially when it comes to soulmate relationships. The cycle of creation is said to symbolize the fundamental forms of space and time. What are you creating when it comes to love and life, right? Twin flame relationships, friendships, all types of relationships are brought to the forefront today, this week. Anybody that you have to release, anybody that you need to block and walk away from, block them and walk away from. So, that long delayed blessing, that long delayed miracle, that long delayed change can come in for you. Last week we heard don't let your boyfriend stop you from being with your husband. Some of you have been holding on to people just cuz, right? The history and the this and the kids and the that and the business, right? But they're like what you guys are is all that you'll ever be. So if you want something more, one, you got to say it. Two, you got to be it. Three, you have to make room for it. We've gotten a message about the journey pretty much since November, right? About all the planning, all the things we needed to do before the train could leave the station. The last few weeks has been about making sure we're at the right station and making sure we're on the right train because it's about to depart. We know that when the solstice comes, um, in a little less than 2 weeks, right? The 21st. When the solstice come, a lot of you are going to be starting the very beginnings of your happily ever after. Some of you have already gotten little hints and clues of what your happily ever after looks like. You've gotten a little hints and clues about where you're going, where you're headed, and they just need you to stay on course. Others of you, you're going to get that revelation around the 21st. Definitely before June ends, you're going to see some type of massive shift, not just in your romance, not just in your finances, but every area of your life. Really have that hard conversation with yourself about what you're creating, what your thoughts are aligned with, because that's what you're going to receive come the end of June. Is really going to blossom or start to blossom once we hit the Lionsgate portal, the biggest manifestation portal of the year, right? You're going to really see things pop off for you. Make the vision clear. Release who you need to release. Pay attention to the signs. Pay attention to the synchronicities. Right? Don't be dismissive. And have those difficult conversations because it's with those difficult conversations, those hard conversations where everyone is given space to speak their truth. You will see clearly who gets to stay and who you need to release, right? Who's really for you and who's just been hanging on, waiting for you to hit your billionaire status, right? Waiting for you to have that win so they could eat off your plate. You are reminded if they didn't help you in the kitchen, do not let them eat off your plate just because, right? Oh, that's my cousin. That's the cousin. And they did this. And they, like my good girl Janet Jackson said, what have they done for you lately? Mhm. Do not forget to subscribe and like the live. We're going to get into, before we get into that, I'm going to take a sip of water. What are you guys drinking this morning? We're going to get into the messages for each zodiac sign. This could be for your sun, moon, and or rising, as well as your angel number for this week. The messages, as well as the etoscopes, your horoscopes for this week, did go out at 7:11, of course, right this morning. If you're not subscribed to our Patreon, that information is in the description. Like everything is available for you there. So it highlights the other cosmic happenings of this week. Thursday, Friday is definitely highlighted. By then, come back and let us know what surprise you got. What aha moment popped up, what arrived that you did not see coming because it's coming. Holy Spirit, what does the collective need to know about today, this week, whatever, on their journey to manifesting their happily ever after? This here, bottom of the deck, Nine of Knives. Really being asked to take that hard look at the people, places, and things in your life. Do not stick your head in the sand. Do not pretend like there's not a problem. They want you, okay. They want you to see things with both eyes open wide. Just as that was coming through, both eyes open wide. There's a Netflix movie, came out a few years ago, Her Eyes or something like that. It's I want to say it's about destiny swapping, but it's not quite destiny swapping. Because souls are being moved through bodies and bodies are being taken over, and if you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. But going back to the people in your life, that doesn't mean your highest and greatest good. Be careful. That whole destiny swapping thing is a lot easier to do than you realize. And the people that you think, oh, they'll never do that. Oh, they, they, they're not even into the woo woo. You'll be surprised at how many people are still in the closet when it comes to the woo woo, even though it's 2026 and it's widely acceptable, right? 1 in 4 Americans reported using tarot cards or getting a tarot reading in the past year, right? It's a multi-billion-dollar industry. You'll be surprised at how so many people still keep their practices in the closet. Some people know that you're the golden child. Shit. We see this playing out. I didn't want to say nothing, but they're making me. They're kind of poking me. We see this playing out in real time, right? You have people in your life that's just waiting for you to pop off. Some people are using your energy, using your good vibes to pop off, right? Because you're like the sun. You everything you touch shines, everything you touch glows. This is why they kept asking you to pull your energy back. Some people are even using their own children to achieve the fame, the status that they want. If you've been on the clock app, you know immediately who I'm talking about. That little boy should be protected at all costs. rather than ask for his musings on life. The amount of energy harvesting that's going on with that situation is disturbing the very cosmos itself because it involves a child. But that goes to show that nothing and no one is off limits. Remember that. Trust your intuition always. But some of you, and you know exactly who you are, have someone that's specifically waiting for you to sign that contract and then to step in. Don't let them, especially since you've been given warning, warning, warning after warning after warning after warning. Like I'm seeing the sirens going, right? I'm hearing the saxophones. You know who doesn't really, who isn't really rooting for you, who's not a real cheerleader. They're just the villain waiting for you to have that big break and for them to just take it because they knew all along you were going to do it and they don't want to do it for themselves. They'd rather get it from you. This is not a time to be too generous with the benefit of the doubt. Be a little stingy with it. If you're wrong, all right, you're wrong. No harm done. All right, no harm, no foul. But if you're wrong and give the wrong person the benefit of the doubt, some of you are at risk. That's your surprise. That's what landed you here. Some of you are at risk of losing everything because you chose to hold on to the wrong people. Gemini, Sun, Moon, and or rising. Speaking about billionaires, right? Nine of baskets, which is the nine of cups. When we see it in traditional tarot in Gemini, Sun, Moon, and or rising, happy birthday, Gemini, right? When we see the nine of baskets, the nine of cups in traditional tarot, we see the gentleman with a very smug face and all the cups lined up in a row neatly around him. But what we don't see, right? We only see the cups to his side and behind him, but we don't see the cups that is in front of him. Gemini, you are entering a season where you want for nothing. Keep that baggage light, keep it cute, keep it light, keep walking away. And it feels good, right? It feels like Gemini, you're marked safe on this day, right? You have definitely, it feels like done the work. Keep going unapologetically. Congratulations to the newlyweds, those that know and those that are about to find out very, very soon. Your angel number this week is 667767. Keep your form. Continuation, positivity. You are protected. Keep moving in kindness, but you are reminded being kind doesn't mean being nice. Your thoughts and work in the material world are right on target, regardless of what it looks like. Gemini, they're right on target, and you have successfully balanced your thoughts and activities and taking care of your body, mind, and soul. Well done, dearest Gemini. And if you could hear it, yeah, I'm smiling. Keep it up. Cancer. We're loading up the birthday season for Cancer. Sun, moon, and or rising with the father of coins, which is which is the father, which is the king of pentacles. Given the energy confirming, first and foremost, confirming that yeah, Cancer, Sun, Moon, and or rising, the whole universe is conspiring for you to have that wish fulfillment on every single level. The ancestors are doing their part to make sure that your road is clear, your road is open, and all the coins that are due into you, that are due to you, are flowing to you effortlessly. Keep an eye on your inbox. Keep an eye on your inbox because there's a financial opportunity and it feels like a very, very lucrative one coming your way, dearest Cancer. So pay attention this week. Your number is 8800. And we just said eight is the number of prosperity, right? Goosebumps. Sincere prayer. Listen, pay attention, especially every time you see the number 8. That is your confirmation that a huge financial breakthrough is coming, dearest Cancer, not just this week, but for the whole summer. Every time you see 8, start practicing gratitude, start practicing saying thank you for everything that you have going on in your world, big and small, but heavy emphasis on the small. If you're manifesting abundance, if you're on the journey of manifesting prosperity, every time someone gives you something for free, you find a penny, you find a dollar, right? You get these little intuitive nudges about it's coming, say thank you, right? And then you will have more things to be thankful about. A message from your mysterious creator representing that the upcoming endings, or the ones that you just went through, are part of your overall divine plan. They are responses to your prayers and are in harmony with the will of the Most High. Ask God to help ease any fears or concerns that arise from these changes because you're fully supported, protected, and being guided. Pay attention to your dreams. No more scrolling. No more doom scrolling before bed. Like that last 30 minutes, 45 minutes, really it should be like 2 hours, right? But at least the last 30 minutes, journal, pray, clear your mind. No blue light, right? Drink some chamomile tea, light a stick of incense, set the mood so that you're calm, cool, collected, and you can receive the messages that you're supposed to be receiving in your dreams, and you will have the instructions on how to move to manifest those dreams into your reality. Leo, sun, moon, and or rising. Not your energy coming out. Whew. Father of Wands, which is the King of Wands, which is Leo energy. It's fire energy. So it's that Leo, Sag energy, Aries, right? You've done the work. You've done the work. You've done what you're supposed to do. Dearest Leo, you too, like Gemini, are being encouraged to keep going, keep doing what you're doing. The right eyes are on you, especially when it comes to an angel investor or a manager, HR, something in regarding a promotion. They're watching, so make sure you put on a good show. Your angel number for today is 3377. Lucky from heaven, lucky from your born, right? Being someone who naturally has the gift of gab. Use it. You weren't given the gift of putting your words together to impress a room for parlor tricks, right? Or for shits and giggles. No, that is how you manifest your dreams into your reality. That's how you win the crowd. As I look up and see 811 and then 1111. Nice. Prosperity, change, spiritual awakening. The angels are full of joy. Leo, not only because they see the sacredness within your true self, not the one you pretend to show the world, right? But also because they agree with the path that you have chosen. They want you to know that you deserve happiness in all forms and allow the flow of divine ecstasy that comes with your sacred inheritance and the path that you have chosen. Virgo, sun, moon, and or rising with the daughter of baskets, which is like the princess of cups, right? Mhm. Being in tune with your emotions, knowing what you want, and standing your ground. Virgo, speak your truth unapologetically, or if you're dealing with a Virgo, right? Speak your truth. Feelings might get hurt, people might feel a kind of way. Oh, well, too bad. What is said needs to be said in order for you to move forward freely and able to manifest those dreams, those big, beautiful field of dreams that you have into your reality. Your angel number is, if it wants to come out, 3388. Make persistent efforts, especially when it comes to tying up loose ends, right? Those lovers turned friends that still think they have a shot at you, right? Those conversations, closure. Today is a good day for closure, right? Make effort to tie up all loose ends before the new moon in Gemini gets here. The clock is ticking. Tick tock. 3388, dearest Virgo. Accumulation, improvement, abundance, prosperity. The angels say to you, keep going, right? Elevate your energy and the focus of your thoughts and feelings. Adjust your perspective based on the knowledge that you are one with God, with everything, with the universe, with all things. Libra, sun, moon, and or rising with the six of coins, which is the six of pentacles. Things coming into balance, but you got to define what that is. Those of you who's dealing with a partner at home who you feel like doesn't do their fair share of the household duties, don't be afraid to tell them that, right? Stop complaining about it in the group chat and tell them, tell your partner what you need from them. You chose them as a partner for a reason. You chose them as a co pilot for a reason. Do not hesitate to tell them how you want to fly the plane, how you want to do life together, because you will find they're actually more receptive and more understanding to where you're coming from if you would just speak to them. The universe and your angel guides have did their part to make things smoother in the home. Now it's time for you to do your part. 6699 is your angel number. Let go of the attachment, harvest growth, and continue to pay attention. Guard the beauty, guard and protect the peace that you've created, right? Let go of your attachment to any items, especially the ones that you know do not, are not for your highest and greatest good. You know, those vices, right? The sequence of numbers asks you to release any attachments and withdraw from things that aren't aligned with your highest good. And this message represents that things you have sold or lost in your life are about to be replaced by something better. Scorpio, sun, moon, and or rising with the mother of coins, which is the queen of Pentacles, stepping into your Oshun energy. Remember how Spirit said about pampering yourself and self care and indulging in self care and making these moments throughout every day to really pour love onto yourself, into yourself, and the positive affirmations. That's what's going to help you manifest those dreams into your reality. That's what's going to help you manifest abundance, dearest Scorpio. So you are reminded to continue pouring into yourself first and foremost because it's making room for that abundance, prosperity, success, good luck to find you. Your angel number is 1199. Say goodbye to the old and welcome the new. Change, guardianship, and growth. A new door has been opened for you and it feels very prosperous, very abundant, and has been generated in accordance to what you think. You now have the opportunity to look directly at your thoughts, at your creations face to face. Let the old disintegrate because it will be replaced with something much, much better. You are being encouraged, right? The collective was being encouraged to use this Venus Jupiter conjunction we're having today and tomorrow, right? To make peace with our love life, to make peace with luck. Use this moment to meditate on all the things that you've released, let go of the things that you still need to release and let go of, and all the beautiful things, all the fruitful, abundant things that will come in once you do, dearest Scorpio. Sagittarius, sun, moon, and or rising. Hang in there. No, literally, babe. Hang in there with the six of knives, which is the six of swords. So not let any negative, intrusive thoughts get you down or trick you off your path. Some of you, dearest Sag, sun, moon, and or rising, those thoughts you're having aren't even yours. Those thoughts you're having of not being good enough, not being strong enough, not being ready aren't even yours. They're being sent your way. They're being projected on you by the community you have around you that doesn't think you're going to do what you set out to do, right? Don't let anyone's negative energy to stop you from getting to where you want to go. Channel your inner goat, channel your inner Capricorn. And I just heard you are the goat. You are the greatest of all time. You are the best to ever do it. You are the first in your lineage to make it this far, and you didn't make it this far just to make it this far. Keep going, dearest Sag. Your angel number is 6688. Hmm. Give up to get more. Giving, letting go, paying attention, moving forward by any means necessary. You are about to separate from something in the physical world, such as selling property, walking away from the community that doesn't fully support you. If you don't want to lose or sell anything in your material life, you can change your thoughts and change the direction. However, if you intend to sell or separate from some things in your life, regard this sequence of numbers as a sign that your wish is about to be fulfilled. The 6688, especially when it's coming out with the Six of Knives and it's giving that 666 energy, that balance restoration energy, things coming, that finally energy, but you got to release, right? You got to let go of everything and everyone you've been called to release and let go of. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and or rising with the Ace of Coins. I like how all these pentacles came out today. Capricorn. Ace of Coins is the Ace of Pentacles. So you're in your energy, but lately when she comes out, it's giving mermaid energy, it's giving siren energy, it's giving the energy of being reminded that you are one with the earth. Water manifestations are your friend, is your friend right now. Speaking into your water every time you go for a drink of water, right? Making those affirmations and holding space for those intentions that you put out there, those wishes that you put out there to come and find you. Pay attention to the signs. You too are fully, well, all of you are fully supported by the divine and the universe. But it feels like a surprise financial blessing is heading your way if you're open to it. If you're still in that negative Nancy, negative Norman frame of mind and not free, well, then it's going to be further delayed. Your angel number is 1133. Make persistent efforts, awakening, assistance, and protection. In many ways, they are likely. They are like your spiritual mentors, teaching you the ancient wisdom of making your dreams come true, making you good with releasing people, places, and things that do not serve your highest good. They give you the energy to keep you from getting discouraged and distracted and encourage you to stay focused on your true soul's goal. However, they always teach us that all creation begins with our thoughts and our intentions. Ask your angel guides, your ancestors, known and unknown, that fully support you on this journey to assist you in making wise choices, wise decisions about the things that you are want, because any moment now, especially once you make your declaration, is going to come flooding, flooding in Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and all rising with the Justice card. Expect balance, expect restoration, expect wrongs to be made right, especially once you have that difficult conversation with your partner. Your angel number is 2277. Victory is in sight. Any court situation that you have coming up will go in your favor. And for like two of you, a very small number of you, somebody that wants to come in and speak their truth is being held back because of some court process they're going through. Perseverance, guardianship, harvest. Have you recently applied for a new job, school, or loan? These numbers represent good news and they ask you to continue to persevere and not let your confidence waver because Aquarius, you're definitely entering what feels like your all hail the king, all hail the queen energy, where the whole universe really hmm, yields to your every wish and desire as long as it's in alignment with your highest and greatest good and to no harm to anyone else. Remember that. So when you say your words, when you say your affirmations, you're not just like asking for just enough. You are claiming that your whole bounty, the whole everything that's due into you in this lifetime finds you in this lifetime, finds you immediately. Pisces, sun, moon, and or rising with the judgment card. Wow, giving me energy of going through the dark night of the soul. Some of you are still going through the depths of the dark night of the soul. Some of you are dealing with a Pisces who has gone MIA. You don't even know they exist. They are going through a very deep, a long delayed, but very deep transformation that feels like in the next couple of days, couple of weeks, they're about to find their way out of. This deep dive, Pisces, that you've been set on to release emotional attachments to people, places, and things that never met your highest and greatest good is a lot. Honor the journey, honor every moment of the journey. Release what you need to release. So when you come back to the surface, you are free, you are clean, and you are baptized in the name of love, prosperity, success. But it requires you to leave all of that muck, all of that heaviness, all of that drama, all of that yin, yin, yin people have been putting in your ear at the bottom of the ocean. Your angel number, dearest Pisces, is 1177. Keep it up. Persevere, grow, kindness, abundance. This message is an affirmation that you're doing well. You are on the right path, so keep going no matter how hard it gets. This sign represents that you have carefully chosen your thoughts and you should focus more steadily on your goals and appropriate emotions such as being thankful for the gifts you have in life now and the ones that are to come. Gratitude will accelerate the process of your realization. Aries, sun, moon, and or rising with the five of wands. You too can expect restoration, especially if you also have Aquarius placements in your home life. Pay attention to your dreams because the answer to the question that's been heavy on your mind this past weekend is going to be revealed to you in a dream. But you have to get your rest and you have to leave your mind clear. Stop trying to figure out something that has already been figured out. Your angel number is 6600. Facing setbacks. These setbacks, we're setting you up for a comeback, for a come up. Keep kindness and be strong because wealth is on its way to you. Everything that was lost in the process of getting here is going to be returned with more. Everything that you had to put out, right? You had to spend, is going to return to you blessed and multiplied. This is a message from your Creator, the Most High, regarding your material life. The sacred guidance from God asks you to reduce your focus on material desires and how things are going to work out. This is not that God wants you to live a poor life because that is not your bounty, right? That is not part of your destiny for this incarnation. The creator asks you to try to obtain what you need more spiritually by getting into your Solomon energy and just knowing that you put a word out there. You say that you want XYZ, XYZ, and more has to, XYZ and better has no choice but to manifest for you, right? Just keep your faith and gratitude, of course, in the most, and be open to receiving symbols or new opportunities because they're coming. The guidance is coming. Just be open to how it shows up. And Taurus, sun, moon, and or rising. With that eight of knives, taking that hard look in the mirror, taking a hard look on how you got here. A recent emotional loss conversation has you in your feelings, has you in your heads. Has you in your head. A recent deception is really, really slowing you down. Process what happened and do your best to get back on your feet. The moment was just a moment. It's not meant to linger into your summer. Whatever happened, happened. Process it, leave it in the past, and prepare for whatever thing that you lost to be replaced, whoever that you lost to be replaced. 777. May all your wishes come true. Leap, upward, brave, abundant. The angels are applauding and congratulating you for your success. Keep going and know that your dreams are coming true, regardless of what happened up until this moment. Whatever vision that you've been having for yourself, whatever dream that you have for yourself is going to manifest into your reality. Some of you, you're going to have a very surprising love confession around Friday. And then come back and tell us how that goes. This is a very positive sign, meaning that you should also expect more miracles to happen. Expect miracles to happen. Demand that they happen and don't be surprised once they do. That is the message for the collective. Let's see who's here and what you guys are chit chatting about in the comments. Well, hello, J Max. How are you? Boogie, woogie, woogie, woogie. I feel like, Miss Nicole, I feel like it's come out a lot. Ooh, we are drinking a smoothie as that's the only way these kids will eat fruit. I feel you. Hi, Jennifer. How are you? I'm glad you were able to get the messages last week. If everyone left that person they knew they weren't supposed to be with, everyone would probably find their person. You're absolutely right. I agree wholeheartedly. Oh, 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 wow. Let's see what message had to be deleted. You could spend eternity in. Oh, oh, Mr. Cole, they kept you busy. Oh, oh my goodness. Hi, Momo. Hi, Esau. I'm glad the Soul Tribe was here. Why are people so miserable on a Monday morning? So the one sucky thing about YouTube is just like you can't really block people from the live. You could put them in timeout for 24 hours. That doesn't work. Like, how do you block people like forever? Forever, forever, forever. Huh. That was interesting. Before we wrap up, for real. Any questions, thoughts, feelings, anything else you guys want to share about the live? See, we are entering that new world order, so to speak, that shift. Like we can't go backwards, only forwards. The awakening, the mass awakening of the masses, no matter how hard they try, and 5G this and 6G that, and the data centers this, and the meteors, and everything man made, right? To stop the awakening, everything that they've done, right? From introducing the crack epidemic, from introducing weed, like this goes back to the 60s, right? And probably before. Won't stop what's about to happen for the collective. It might delay it, but Once somebody's awake, they're awake until they choose to go back to sleep. And we have so many 30 somethings, 20. Do you guys see my guy Mandani in action? Imagine if he was president, how much more peaceful life would be. He is a whole vibe, and I love how when people catch him out and about, they call his name is an instant smile. He always looks like a kid in the candy store, just having the time of his life. That's the energy we all actually should be embodying every single day, right? Walking in our purpose, skipping through life like we're children, having the best time of our life while impacting positive changes and supporting one another, uplifting one another instead of judging one another. This season, this era, this 9-year era that we have started, right, with 2026, this era of having our hearts lighter than a feather has the potential to be the best era in your personal life as well as the best era in the collective life because so many people, right, not just pockets of people, but so many people are coming into the realization about how energy works, how thoughts work, and how we can create with just our thoughts and our words. And being in that high vibrational energy immediately raises the vibration of the planet. Who knows? And enough people really master that energy of always showing up in their high vibes, always smiling, regardless of what's going on or what hater is lurking in the dark. Imagine how much beautiful this planet would be. We might even reverse global warming. We might. We might. As I get a confirmation on my phone, I'm going to squeeze you. I am going to squeeze you. You know who you are. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, you guys, for spending this part. I always love having my high priestesses with me when I do this because there's a lot of darkness and a lot of in the world. There's a lot of evil, there's a lot of ignorance. But you guys, especially you guys who are OG Soul Tribe members, you do make it a more beautiful, loving, place. I've been working on something that I wanted to do for Mother's Day, but I had to push it back to either the Lionsgate portal or the fourth anniversary of us going live. So that's like the end of July, beginning of August, as a thank you. So expect that. It's Monday. It's the start of the week. Right. Some of you guys, your week started yesterday. Some of you guys, your week is just, it just never ends. It just keeps going. Know that with your thoughts, with your heart, you can change not just your world, but somebody else's. And in changing somebody else's world, you inadvertently, on a scale, change the whole world, regardless about who has what to say about your journey. Because I could share stories about what people say about mine. Leave what they say, let it go into one ear and come out the other. Because each and every one of you, right, whether you've been an OG from the beginning, right, almost 4 years, or you just met us last week or today, right, you have a divine purpose. You have a divine mission in life, and it requires you, going back to what came out in community, to turn your back to the peanut gallery and do what you know the Most High has put you on earth to do. Do not forget this thing that we call the Bible was severely manipulated by King James himself in the 1400s. So we can't use that in itself, by itself, to say who should be doing what, because it's really a manual on how to keep people in control. However, what Jimmy forgot to do was take out all of the good parts. When are in tune with your discernment, you are in tune with your intuition. You don't need the Bible to tell you what the Most High wants for you, wants for all of his children. Just like a mother knows when her kid is up to no good, right? Because that umbilical cord still exists in the spiritual. We still have that umbilical cord attachment to the Most High, right? Why do you think our intuition is in our gut, right? Is nowhere else, right? That sacral energy is where it's at, and the things that happen there. We were made truly by divine design. Do things on your terms and your way, and know, mind, body, and soul, that whatever you want, you, right? Uno, nuno, not your sisters, not your aunt, not your neighbors, not your classmates, not your cousins, right? Not your coworkers, but what you, singularly you want. You have all the opportunity to manifest it into your reality by trusting yourself and trusting your connection to the Most High, always. And when in doubt, when the fear comes in, when the worry comes in, tell it to kick rocks because you know whose child you are. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your week. Ashe.